Hi friend, I am Harish Kamble. In this video, I am going to explain about dominant epistasis and duplicate genes. Dominant epistasis. Suppose there are two genes, gene I and gene B. These two genes are dominant genes. But in these two dominant genes, I genes is more powerful than the B genes. If the two genes, I genes and B genes, both genes, suppose I genes and B genes, we analog with the example. Suppose I gene is a chief minister and B gene is a minister. When chief minister is there, it is more powerful than the minister. And small I, we indicated that the PA of chief minister, and small b is a, we can say that the PA of minister. If the chief minister is present, then he take decisions, and if in the absence of chief minister, minister can take a decision, and if both are absent, their PA can take a decision. So same way, suppose gene I and gene B, the both genes present in the that time, one genes means the powerful genes, here example I, will mask or hide the identity of B genes, means take a power or take a decisions, so that this process means hiding the effect of B genes or masking the effect of B genes by the I, called as epistasis. Epistasis means hidden the power of other gene. So I genes produce two in the homozygous condition and heterozygous condition, capital I or capital I small I. These are the heterozygous condition, this one, and this is homozygous conditions. This is the pure form and this one is a hybrid form. Here also pure form of B genes and this one is a hybrid form, heterozygous conditions. Alone B genes can produce their effect, alone I gene produce its effect, and gene B or gene I, when both dominant genes absent, that time their recessive genes produce the effect. Suppose I gene is responsible for white color, B gene is responsible for black color, and their recessives produce brown colors, means small b or small I produce brown color. So see here, we take example in the dog coat color. So color of dog, white color is produced by gene I, black color is produced by gene B, and when both dominant genes are absent, that time brown color develop. So I genes is dominant over all color genes, means all other genes, it is very dominant. B genes is produce black color in the absence of capital I. If I is absent, that time only B is expressed, and small b genes produce brown color in the absence of capital I, means dominant I and B genes. So this is called as epistasis, and the genes which is masked or hide is called as hypostasis. Hypostasis, when both dominant gene presence I and B. I is called as epistasis because it is more powerful and it masks the effect of gene B, while gene B is called as hypostasis because it is hidden by gene I. Suppose we take example, here is a brown dog and white dog. White dog, suppose in the white dog, these both genes presence in the dog, B gene also presence and I gene also presence, but their alleles are variable. Suppose in the white dog, it is a pure form alleles presence, capital B, capital B, capital I, capital I. This is the dominant genes, epistatic genes. Both are dominant genes. Here both are recessive genes, their forms. Then the gamete is formed, capital B and capital I. Here gametes forms small b, small I. When these gametes come together, and that time their formation of genotype is capital B, small b, capital I, small I. When B and I is present, and I genes, which is responsible for white color, it express itself. So all the F1 generations dogs will be white because there are I genes. I genes is hide the identity of B genes and it is more powerful, so the all become white. Suppose these F1 generations crossed, means two all in the F1 generations dogs with coat color white coat color with the same genotypes is crossed, what happen? Suppose there are male and female, so four types of gametes form. Here four types of gametes form from the male and four types gametes form from the female. When the crossing takes place, what happen? These genotypes is formed. This B and B, here capital B, capital B, capital I, capital I. In this condition, what happen? If capital I is there, it hide the influence or hide the power of other genes. So the white color develop here. White color. Whenever there are capital I, all produce white color. All these are white color because capital I is present. If here also, because I is here, so combination is I and small I. Here white color, white color. Here black color develop. Why black color develop here? Because in this condition there is a capital B, but I genes is a recessive. There is a no dominant I genes. Here small I and small I present, so there is a no dominant I gene is present, so that there is a no white color develop. And in the absence of capital I or dominant I genes, B genes take a charge and produce black color, so it become black. Here also I capital I absent, so it produce black. Here capital I is present, white color. Here white color. Here capital I is absent, so black color. And here both capital and small I absent. Capital B and capital I, both dominant genes are absent, and here is only a recessive genes present. That time only brown color develop. Here only brown color develop. So out of 16, white color is dominant because it hide the expression of other genes. So in the F2 generation, the ratio of white coat color is 12, black coat color is 3, and brown coat color is 1. So the dominant epistatic ratio, epistasis ratio is 12:3:1. Another example gene interactions is duplicate genes. The duplicate genes means what? So there is also interaction between two dominant genes. Duplicate genes refers to two pair of genes. Two pair of genes. Suppose these are the two genes, capital T and capital D. These are the two genes that produce identical, almost same phenotypes. Means the function of two genes, capital T and capital D, is production of seed shape, the same character, the shape of seed. Hence the presence of either of them produce the same phenotypes. Means here capital T and capital D, these are the two genes. When these two genes, their same function, production of seed shape, capital T either or capital D, both produce a same effect, that is triangular seeds. For example, the shape of seed capsule in shepherd's purse, such genes are also called pseudoalleles. Shepherd's purse, the name of plant. Shepherd purse, the name of plant. This plant produce two types of seeds. One is triangular and another one is elongated. Both type of seeds, both shapes present in the shepherd purse, and these triangular seeds produced by the genes capital T and capital D, while elongated type of seeds produced by small t and small d in the absence of these dominant genes. We take example. The fruit shape in the controlled by the two dominant genes capital T and capital D, which are present at the separate loci. It is clear from the cross itself that a triangular shape is a dominant factor, and both of the genes either present singly or collectively produce this effect trait. The trait is not seen in one individual only, which is homozygous recessive, for both the genes out of 16 individual of F2 generation. See here what happened. Suppose the parents, there are two plants, one produce triangular, fewer plants, and one produce elongated seeds. So taken here two plants, one plant produced all seeds triangular and another plants taken which produce all seed elongated. Then they pollinated or crossed. This plant produce this type of gametes capital T and capital D. This plant produce small t and small d. when these gametes come together in the F1 generations, then the triangular seeds plant produce, and its genotype is capital T, capital D, small d, and it produce all triangular seeds. When F1 generation is crossed, means it is self-pollinated, or two similar plants is crossed, triangular, then one plant produce four gametes. This one, capital T, capital D, capital T, small d, small t, capital D, or small t, small d. Such a way, a same genus gametes produced by female plants or female gametes produced by this Dinoecium. Then they are crossed. What happened here? There are two genes come together total. They are pure capital T, capital D, capital T, capital D, capital D, capital D. Here the both genes are present, dominant. So the genes is produced, or shape of seed produced, the triangular. This is the triangular produced here. Here also capital T and D. Here also triangular produced. Here also triangular produce, because the capital T and capital D genes produce. Here triangular produce. Here triangular seeds. Here also triangular. Here also triangular. Here what happened here? See, in this condition, here only capital T and small d genes present, but one gene is enough to produce the seed shape, and here also one gene is enough to produce seed shape, so that capital T alone can produce the shape, or capital D also alone produce the triangular seed shape. So these two genes are called as pseudoalleles, means either T or D if anyone is present can produce triangular. If so that in this condition, if one gene is also present dominant, it produce triangular seeds. And in this condition last, if T and D both are absent, that time only elongated seed shape develop. So out of 16 there are formation of